YouTube. So I was going to show y'all the dually that I'm going to be doing the swap. I ran up a few weeks ago to Oklahoma. I've been keeping an eye out for a dually for a while now. I've had 3 of these trucks and they end up getting away from me. Somebody, wants to buy them or whatever the case be. But this time I've made a commitment to myself that I am not selling this truck. So me and my dad shot up to Oklahoma, like I said, go pick this truck up. It's a pretty straight truck. There's a few things that I don't like that they did, but hey, it is what it is, and it's stuff that we can fix. So let's get into it. So here it is here. The only thing I don't like is that they shaved the it's all shaved. So mirrors are shaved, doors are shaved, everything on it is shaved, right? So, but the truck is straight as an arrow. Fenders aren't cracked. There's no rust on the bed, but they did shave the bed. They did a pretty good job. It's starting to crack through. It's an older build, I believe. So, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm going to try and put it back to where I can at least put tail lights in a tailgate, because I like to haul things, my Honda Grom or something like that. But like I said, the fenders, you can see the fenders are, perfect. They're not broken. They're not cracked. They haven't been repaired. They're all original. I've been looking at them. So they're all original. It's got both gas tank lids. So like I said, here's the other side shaved, doors shaved, but truck is straight, man. All the interior's in it. And we are going to do the 22.5s conversion. I already got the wheels, the classic holes. We're going to have them machined to the bigger hole wheels. But I did run into a snag whenever I bought this truck. The guy had informed me that it had a Cummins swap in it before I bought it. Well, he said, hey, I got motor mounts for it, so don't worry. I was like, okay, cool. So these are your standard C10 mounts. That's what he gave me. Brand new motor mounts, right? So those go from the frame down to the cross member. And went to put them in, and I had a little gap at the top of the mount. So I start looking. Well, there's not really much research on it, but just so you know, the 1 tons and 3/4 tons, I don't know if the 3/4 tons, but the 1 tons for sure, the mounts are different. They're shorter. So right here, let me see if I can get you guys in here. Let's go to this side. So right here, I had a gap between the bracket and the frame, and it would not bolt up down there. So a guy, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for a dually part out, a C30 part out, where I could maybe go compare the mounts to them. And I found a guy that actually said, bought these mounts and they will not work on my 1/2-ton truck. So reached out to him, and last weekend, me and my son and my daughter, we went and picked up those mounts, and I just got them in there and they fit perfect. So just a FYI for you guys that don't know, like I didn't know, the mounts are different. So if you're building a C30, those mounts, if you buy them for a C10, they will not work. So that's an update on that. I have located doors. I bought 4 new doors, or 4 used doors off of a Suburban. I was supposed to go get them this weekend, but we've had ice here in Texas all week long, and now that it's melted, everybody's stuff is all muddy. As you see, I don't have a shop. I have a garage, but it's full of stuff. So we do this. I have a slab that's out here, 40 by 40 slab with a lift, that we'll be using the lift and stuff to do this swap. But back to the doors, I located the doors, and we had to push it off till next weekend. So we're going to go get the 4 doors off of the Suburban. I bought one of the door the other day when I bought the rear end, because to put the 22.5s on here without cutting everything apart and stretching the fenders and all that, you use a 3/4 ton rear end. So I located a 3/4 ton rear end up in Wiley. I shot up there the week prior, last week, 2 weeks ago, I guess now, and shot up there, grabbed that rear end, got a smoking deal on it, got it here at the house. So we'll have to be swapping the rear end too. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to this, but I am going to tell you, this is a 100% budget build. I've got $2,500 for the truck. the Suburban cost me a little money, but I was going to drive that every day, and I figure the motor and transmission's worth $2,000 because it's a brand new crate motor that was put in the Suburban. That's only got 4,000 miles on it since the motor was put into it. So that's, you know, it is what it is, and I'll park the rest of it out and see if we can recoup some of that money. But the main focus is we're going to be using that motor and tranny out of that Suburban for my dually. I already have a bunch of parts, like the Corvette fuel filter for the regulator. I have a PSI wiring harness from Amazon that I had bought previous for another project, never used it, so we're going to utilize that. Like I said, it's going to be a budget build. Try and find everything used off of Facebook or friends or whatever. I got a lot of people that I know that have trucks and in the car scene, so we'll just see what happens and go from there. But if y'all want to guys follow along with this build, just hit the like and subscribe button. Give me a follow and take a journey of me building this dually. It is already lowered, which is a good thing. That saved me about $1,000 or so. Sorry about the sun. Turn around. Like I said, it is already lowered. Believe it's a 5.7 drop. It has new hubs and rotors. You know, they're all one piece, but the new front end stuff. So we'll see how it goes and get this thing going as soon as possible. So let's get back to that Suburban and start getting this motor out. Catch you back. What's going on, guys? I just want to get on here and tell you I'm starting this YouTube channel up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work this phone, but we're going to do what we can, the best we can, until I get it figured out. I want to bring y'all along with me building this truck. I've taken a little bit of pride into building this thing. I started about a month ago, actually really getting down after it to make it to C10s in the park. That was like 2 weeks ago. We made it to C10s in the park. I got a lot of feedback saying that I should start this YouTube channel up. I do all kinds of different stuff, but this dually I think is really going to start it off and get people interested in what I mess with and how I do things. I got a lot of stuff going on with it in a short period of time. The biggest thing is I was gonna LS swap it when I bought the truck, and I ended up coming across a deal on a Dodge, and the truck was just falling apart, but the motor, you know, like always, was good. So we yanked the motor out of that Dodge, and I stuck it in this dually. So let's get to it. I'll get you updated on what's done and where we're at and what's the next steps to it. So here we go. So this is it. It's a 86 1-ton C30 dually. I put a Cummins 12 valve in it with the NV 4500 transmission behind it. Yes, it's still, the valve covers are ugly and the intake horn is ugly, but I resealed the front cover and the side tappet cover before I put the motor in, so it has all new front seals and all that, so it's not leaking no more. The side tappet cover was leaking pretty bad. I am still running the Hydro Boost setup, steering setup, got all that plumbed up. I am gonna have these lines remade because I don't even know what they're off of. They were on the truck when I bought it, but they're just not gonna work. But I want to clean all this stuff up. But I was just trying to get to that C10s in the park show there in my hometown, and we did it. We put this truck, I say we, me, my son, my daughter, and my wife, we stuck this thing together in less than a month. Yes, it's not the prettiest thing, but it'll get there. So it is running and driving. Like I've said in the first video when I went over everything about the truck, it was going to be a LS, but out of that Suburban there, I just couldn't get over the fact of putting a 5.3 liter in a big old Suburban, I mean a big old dually. So when I was looking at that Dodge, it looked a lot better, and who doesn't think that a 12 valve Cummins is cool in a freaking crew cab Chevrolet? So this is the truck. I'll do another walk around and let's go ahead and just do the updates, because after working on the truck, the first video that I post about the truck, I said that it was lowered with the 5.7 drop. I was wrong, because when I bought the truck, Like I said, it was already lowered. I loaded it up on the trailer, and when I started working on it a month ago, got it up on stands that I made and jack stands, and quickly realized that they just cut the springs. So let me show you what I'm talking about. How I knew that was, I've been around this a while, but if you look at the spindle right, let me see if I can get you right there. Let me see, hold on, my hand's in the way. The spindle right there. If these were drop spindles, that rusty spot right there where my finger's pointing underneath that black hose would be up here. That's called a drop spindle. Those are in stock location. So really, that should be up there. But if you look at the freaking ball joint angle, that is a no-no. You do not want that at an angle like that. That makes the ball joint in a bad position. But what they did is they just cut the springs. They could be lowering springs, I'm not sure. But we are sitting on the bump stop. It doesn't go nowhere. So, to fix that, I ordered, which it just came in the mail today, a 6/8 drop from Switch Suspension for it. And I'm pretty excited about going and open that up. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the truck and what we've done. I'll open it up, what we're going to do, and all that. So I'm going to be behind the camera because I don't have a film person. So if this is messed up, I'm sorry. It's what I got to work with right this second. But let's get to it. Let's keep going on it, all right? So wheels, tires. Wheels, 22.5s, classic holes opened up to mega holes by Sonny at One Off Wheels down in Athens, Texas. Those are getting done right now. I just dropped those off Saturday morning. He told me to give him 10 to 12 days, which I'm fine with because that gives me time to get my lowering kit on and tires ordered and all that. In the back, we have a 1-ton dually rear end. We are going to swap that out for a 3/4 ton rear end. But again, when I was under there looking at it and working on it, they welded the axle purchase to the axle. So I cannot reuse that flip kit on the 3/4 ton rear end. So that's another reason I bought a new kit from Switch Suspension. The doors. I do not like the shaved doors. Don't like them. They look cool, but when the controller goes out and the poppers go out, you're screwed. You're not getting in here unless you have a backup with the wire, you know, hanging down. And I've been there, done that. I don't like it. So excuse all my junk, but I bought those doors off of that Suburban a few months ago, right after I bought the truck, and ended up coming home with the whole Suburban. So we're gonna yank the doors off of that Suburban and put them on here so we can get handles back and all of that. So I'll open this up as you see right now. This is the seat combo that's in it right now. We will be putting the seats out of that Suburban in there. Steering wheel's going. Like I said, I just threw the truck together to get to C10s. It did what I wanted to do, but here's the Dodge transmission. It clears the dash, everything clears. It's actually really comfortable. It's all in arm's length, arm's reach. So we'll be doing all the interior. I'm actually gonna try and do the interior myself. Like I've said and keep saying, I don't have a lot of money. This is a budget build. So we will be trying to do all the interior ourselves. I got a sister-in-law that is pretty good at making clothes and stuff, and a mother-in-law that's done it before. So we're gonna do that. But like I said, it is running and driving. I have located a bed to get rid of all the shaved tailgate, tail lights, and all that on it. So this bed will be for sale whenever I pull it off. That hole right there will be fixed. I have a new header for the bed to fix the bed right here, this new piece here. I did do this, which I thought it was pretty cool. put the batteries in this ice chest. That way they're hidden, they're out of the way, you know, and I still have room under the frame. So we can go over the motor and all that, what I did to get it in there at another date. I was just wanting to give you guys an update and get started on this YouTube channel. I got a huge mess here. I've got to clean all this up, and then we'll be able to go over it. But I want to bring y'all with me because the alternator, you can spend $350 or you could build your own. It's up to you. Like I said, don't have the money, so I'm going to build my own. I found out what parts to use, and we're going to give it a shot, see if it works. If it works, saves us $330 bucks. If it doesn't work, well, we're spending 350 bucks. Next problem. Fan does not clear right here, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get a fan in here. I really want a mechanical fan in here, but if worse comes to worse, we're going with electric fans, and we're going to go enjoy this truck. I have a stock Dodge radiator, stock Dodge intercooler behind the grill. I still need to wire up the headlights, still have to do all these finishing touches. Run heater hoses over to my heater core. I need to replace the box from where they broke it before, but we're gonna get there, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. So if you guys will just hang in there and like, subscribe, follow me, we'll build this truck together, and y'all get to watch me. I'm gonna try and hit up car shows and all that with it, and you guys can come check it out. I know y'all are gonna like what I do. We're gonna build multiple trucks. There's another truck right behind this one that I want to build for a very special somebody. I actually have two trucks that I want to put together. One of them I have all the parts laying around. That's crazy. Have all the parts to put this truck together. So like I said, like, subscribe, share, and let's get this channel going. Thanks, guys.